Hello my friend, welcome to a review of the new Ford F-150. This is going to be my 2025 truck build project. Let's check it out. At first glance, there's nothing special about this truck. It's just a basic work truck. But that's what's so cool about it. In fact, this is actually a secret truck that not that many people know about, but it's fairly easy to put a custom order in for. This is basically a base model truck with a few key differences. One being I ordered it with the 4x4 package and the electronic locking rear differential for some fun times off-roading and snow driving. Under the hood, I ordered the upgraded 5-liter V8 Coyote engine. It's got 400 horsepower and 410 pound-foot of torque, paired with the electronic 10-speed transmission. My favorite secret feature about this truck is that I can supercharge the engine, bringing the torque to around 650 and 725 horsepower to the flywheel, while still maintaining a 3-year, 36,000-mile powertrain warranty. And that's what's so cool about this truck. You're at a budget-level build with supercar-level horsepower. So the real question is, are we going camping? Or are we going to the drag strip? What inspired this build was I was looking at Ford Raptors and the markups were insane. Even today I was quoted $41,000 over MSRP, so that's around $154,000 plus tax for 720 horsepower. And honestly, the majority of people that pay $154,000 for a Raptor are not taking it in the dirt. The only off-roading that truck's ever going to see is over the curb through the Starbucks drive-through line, picking up their pumpkin spice latte. So, if I do a little bit of car math, this truck is basically free. While it's not quite a Raptor, I could definitely build a baby Raptor, thrash it, off-road it, and not worry about the wear and tear on it. And other than the 4x4 package and the V8 engine upgrade, this is a no-frills, complete base model truck. It's like a blank canvas ready to create a masterpiece. Another really awesome thing about this truck is how short the wheelbase and overall length is for windy, tight trails and off-roading. The wheelbase is only around 122 inches with an overall length of 209 inches. It's like ripping a little street legal go-kart around. It's so small, it's almost like a toy truck compared to my other big trucks. I love the turning radius because it whips in and out of parking spots and I can do a real U-turn at a stoplight instead of needing 3 lanes and a flagger. Fun fact, when you order the V8 engine upgrade, you also get the 3.73 axle ratio. Just something to think about when you're choosing your wheel and tire size. It's got a 6.5-foot bed, but you can also order it in an 8-foot bed. Perfect for a little sliding camper. However, you might want to beef up the leaf springs a little bit because look how bouncy it is. I'm going to be overhauling the whole suspension anyways. Welcome inside. It's pretty small in here, but what's nifty is it's actually a 3-seater and a makeshift bench seat. So right now the center console is down and you can use it to put your arms on, store your favorite beverage, or you can flip this console up and you now have this makeshift bench seat. So you can get out in the middle of nature, have a little fun. It's really easy to move around and configure. There's also a little bit of storage underneath here in the center, or you can move this and there's some storage back here as well for some duffel bags, maybe a couple groceries. Personally, I like to keep it as the bench seat. There's really not much storage in here, but what you lose in space, you gain in the advantage of a shorter wheelbase and a shorter vehicle. If you notice, I have vinyl seats, but you can order this truck with vinyl or cloth. I'm not really sure why anybody would get anything but vinyl, especially if you're going to be off-roading, because you're going to get it dirty. I'm a big proponent of vinyl seats because they're really easy to clean. When mud gets on it or stains, you can just easily wipe it out, but with cloth it just gets old and drabby. It is kind of dirty in here because I've put over 1,000 miles on it because I had to test it out. But you know what, if I wanted to clean it out, I just washed off with some water and good as new. It's also no additional charge for the vinyl, so I tend to always go with that option if I can. Another thing that I really like is this comes with a helpful backup cam, so when you shift into reverse, you got a nice view of the back end. One thing I'm not super excited about is the shifting column. It's kind of awkward to hold the steering wheel and quickly shift through the gears at the same time. So it would be nice to modify it to a paddle shifter of sorts. That way I can keep both hands on the steering wheel while I'm shifting through the gears. This is how you shift from high to low. There's 2 high, 4 low, and then the locking differential. It's pretty standard in all the new Ford trucks. This feature is in a lot of vehicles now where it turns the engine off when you stop at a stoplight or whatnot to save fuel. I think it's really annoying, but at least you can turn it off pretty quickly with a button. It's got 3 USB chargers, then 1 normal USB port, and a lighter socket, and there's a change holder, which makes absolutely no sense unless you want to get smacked in the face with some quarters. And that's it. It's pretty basic, and I kind of like that. Simple is best. More sensors means more stuff to break. I wanted the fewest gadgets possible. The screen was just included. There was really no opting out of that. My F350 has the complete opposite. It's got every bell, whistle, and sensor possible. It also has every Christmas light possible when you turn it on, so it's kind of overwhelming when something's going wrong. This was the cheapest truck I could buy. It's the most vanilla base model you can get. I just added the V8 and the 4x4, and that's really all I needed. So why the F150? My F350 is much bigger with a longer truck bed. It's a crew cab and just a beefier truck all around. She's a beast, but there are disadvantages to being that large. Plus, why not build something that's just as good on the track as it is in the dirt? With 725 horsepower, I'm going to have to choose my camp setup on the back of this little F-150 wisely, which is why I'm thinking about keeping it simple this time. Any ideas what I may have in mind for the back of this little white supercharged truck? Stay tuned. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe because I'm going to be taking apart this truck shortly. Or you can recline back just like that. You get a little bit of a recline and relax and unwind. I ordered this truck with the 4x4 package for some fun times off-roading and snow driving.